Lyndon Taylor and I'm a Freight and Logistics Officer for Snowy Hydro. I just love driving up here, it's just far removed from everything. If you're driving a vehicle up here, why would you want to speed through it? You want to make the most of it.
For those who haven't been to the Snowy Mountains, this is one of the most beautiful areas of Australia. There's kayaking, there's fishing, there's mountain biking, there's hiking. All the things that we love doing as Australians, you can do it right here.
I think it's really remarkable that I get the opportunity to transit through the Snowy Mountains area as part of going to work. The sun rising and the sun setting, and it's just a very scenic landscape.
You know, I loved it when I came here. I came over the top of the hill and I looked down onto this incredible rolling plain with mountains and I'm thinking, wow, this is like the moon.
When I'm driving back from Sydney and I get sort of south of Canberra, I see the mountains sort of starting to loom again and you start to feel, for me it's always been home.
The air is different up here and you can feel it, and I like to say that it's good for your soul.
Unfortunately, for everyone who works in this area, we've all got stories of having close calls and near misses with cars and trucks being on the wrong side of the road.
I often see the impatience of motorists on our road, especially around trucks.
That's enough. That's enough.
Come on, kids.
What we need from the general public is just patience. There's slow turnout lanes, the trucks will pull over and let you past. Just wait for those opportunities.
To build Snowy 2.0, we need a lot of heavy machinery. And one of the biggest challenges is logistics, and it's feeding the project with people, with food, with equipment. And all of that equipment and materials all has to come up through our road network.
At the peak of the project, we'll have about 2,000 people directly working on the project, and so getting those people to and from the remote location that is Lobbs Hole is a logistical exercise in and of itself.
You'll see truck and dogs, you'll see semi-trailers, huge earth-moving machinery coming on trucks.
The key message we'd like to get across to the public is that many of these vehicles will be quite slow moving, so we need the public to have patience when they're travelling behind these trucks.
Definitely the Snowy Mountains is not a place where you want to be rushing through it. You want to be taking your time, you want to stop, you want to say hello, you want to have a look at what's actually down there.
Our roads are pretty narrow up here and they really have their hazards.
People here are really excited to get to their end journey, particularly if they're going skiing, but we urge everyone, take your time. Whilst the area is really beautiful and we appreciate that beauty every day, we need people to be really mindful of where are the best and safest places to stop. Unfortunately, in my job, I do see the aftermath of when things don't go well, and I would never wish that upon anyone.
We had a terrible night back in 2003, 2 o'clock in the morning. It was a policeman to tell us that our 22-year-old son had died in a car accident. And I think that people don't understand. You know, you see that sort of advertisement on television and you think, knock, knock, oh, your son's child's died. But actually, when it can actually physically happens to you, your whole world is just shattered because somebody made a wrong decision. He was in a rush to get back. It was wet and straight into a tree. And it was devastating. You know, it's not an easy thing as a parent just to, you know, pick everybody up and go on, but you do because, you know, you just do.
Safety is so important to me because at the end of the day, I just want to get home to my family. They're the most important thing to me.
I think it's important to me personally because road safety represents the safety of our own people, our family, our employees. It's such a high stakes game when something goes wrong.
Transport for New South Wales is committed to safety within the Snowy Mountains region, and that has been proven through a number of ways in which we have improved the road environment down in that area.
We want all of our workers and everyone we interact with to go home safely at the end of every day.
It's amazing to work for the Snowy 2.0 project. We're building the future of Australia's energy market, and it's great to be working in the heart of the Snowy Mountains.
I feel extremely proud to be working on the Snowy. My grandfather was one of the original workers building these penstocks that we see behind us here, so I think he'd be immensely proud to know that his granddaughter is working on something that he helped create.
Anybody who works there says exactly the same thing. This is the most awesome place to work. Thank goodness we don't work together. But I do see you, don't I?
You know, it is nice to sort of drop down there in the mornings and grab a coffee and see the smile. But yeah, I think it's quite nice not to. I'm glad she's not the desk next to me anyway. But, yeah,
and a separate building.